You have something to say?
No.
Subscribe.
Do you want me to subscribe?
Yes.
Well, if I'm going to subscribe, I'm going to ask everybody else if they would subscribe as well.
But what else?
There's a notification button that you can click on so that you can get a notification every time that you post a new video. And you can like the video. And you can also share the video with other persons who might like it as well.
There's something else too. Big one.
Comment.
Oh, don't forget to comment.
That's right.
That's
On
very,
this
very
video.
important.
On
Please
this video.
comment on this video.
On YouTube.
And let us know what you think.
Thank
but
you.
don't talk about me.
No.
Subscribe.
Thank you. So I'm down in the basement and I'm coming over here to see what Andrew is up to. Normally I've been videoing after he's gone, but he's actually here and he graciously allowed me to come and film a little bit so that you can see what he's doing. And as you can see, I was talking about the other day that this wall here that meets this post is going to meet this wall, and that's what looks like what he's working on right now. Wow, this looks great. Look at how beautiful this is. It's almost a shame for it to be in my basement. Nobody's ever gonna get to see it, but I guess you guys get to see it. I'm tied down here with Andrew, so I'm just coming down to see what they're doing. I think they're working on some things, so I'm not sure. Oh, that looks great.
Looks like we're about ready to be on TV here.
TV? You mean the YouTube? I just figured you were down here this whole time. I thought maybe I would just come and say hi and see what's going on.
We're talking about his succession plan.
Aha. The exit strategy? Oh.
No, he gave me a lot of homework this weekend, so I think he's testing me.
Well, we're moving down here.
Right.
We're going to be disassembling that section of wall.
I gotta take all this out.
All that
We're gonna see what happens.
what comes off when you take all this
Yes.
burlap and plastic?
Not just the plastic, but these little supports here.
Oh.
They're coming down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What, you mean you're going to see what happens?
Yeah,
Meaning
we're
the
gonna
house
see what
might fall in?
No, we have things supported pretty well. Just we don't know if part of this wall is gonna come down when I start taking them, or
Well-
if it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can put it on video.
Everything's going well, I have to say.
Good. It looks great.
Yeah.
Looks really good. For future generations, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it looks really beautiful. Looks
I'm gonna
great.
Put the supports on top this weekend.
All right, here we are. Once again, in the car. We are actually heading to Gilsum, New Hampshire, to pick up our, what, honey? What are we going to go pick up?
We're gonna go pick up our apiary equipment, which is the beekeeping equipment. For those of you who don't know what an apiary is.
Right. So some of you who've been following us know that we took some bee classes last month, and we are going to be keeping bees. So we are heading to a place, an apiary that sells bee equipment. So hopefully they'll let us do a little bit of filming there so I can show you what that's all about. But either way, we'll show you what we're buying today so that we can get started, because our bees come in April. Well, we're at the destination, but we're not sure if we're at the right place because there's no signage, but this looks like a factory of some sort. And we know that people order from them. We're here to save on shipping because we're right down the road. So, guys, just checking it out, see if we're at the right place. Well, I guess we're here. Cheer for the mud. Sounds really good. So they make bee equipment here? Do they make anything else?
I don't know. I've never been. I don't know anything about it.
This is interesting looking. Well, we're inside the factory showroom and they're putting together our bee boxes. So this is our brood boxes. And then over here, we need to make sure that we have the proper protection to cover our heads and some bee tools. And they're showing us this is the wax where the bees will put the honey. So we're getting everything ready. Here's our gloves. And there's Micaiah. It's raining, but we got our bee equipment. It's all
Excited.
Back seat, in the trunk. We're on our way home. Well, we're in a town called Marlow right now, and Leominster, even our inn has a lot of connection here. There were sleigh rides a lot of times in the winter where they would meet up at the Leominster Inn and go to an inn here in Marlow and finish off having dinner or one way or the other. And I think we're coming up to that inn currently. I'm not exactly sure, but it just makes sense because it's right here on Route 10 and it's big and it's old and it's absolutely stunning, guys. Look at this place. Look at this place.
It isn't it? Christmas tree.
Christmas Tree Conference Center, but I'm sure it wasn't always called the Christmas tree. But look at how gorgeous that is, guys. Isn't that beautiful? I feel like we shared with you in a video a little while back when we were doing the bonfire about, you know, our change of life and the decisions that we were making to kind of bring us to where we are right now. And I just remember, it's got to be at least a year or two ago, I had said to my husband that I wanted to keep bees. And he was a little shocked by it. He actually asked me who I was because he wasn't sure who I was and whether he should be concerned. But I had said that, you know, it was something that I thought would be really great to be able to do. We do love honey, and that it'd be kind of part of our journey. And he wasn't on board at first, but he was just telling me how excited he is about how we're going to have bees and how eventually, Lord willing, we'll have our own honey and how exciting that is. And it's just kind of fun to see all these fun things come to fruition, and that he's willing to join in on my crazy. And now he's a believer, so this is fun. So I guess this is happening right now. I had no idea. All of a sudden I heard a tree fall, and then I'd see this. So I guess I'm gonna go find out what's going on. I came out and I saw you cutting down a tree. What happened?
The neighbor came over with his tractor to help me clear this mud off the driveway. This tree was hanging right in the way, so he said, "Hey, you want to cut that tree down?" I said, "I don't see why not." So 15 minutes later, we got it pretty much bucked up and cleaned up.
Will we be able to burn it?
Oh yeah.
All right, sounds good, babe. All right, babe, so we are now in the dining hall, which is right above where Andrew has been working on the stone foundation, which we all been keeping track of, and it looks really great. But why are we in here?
So the sill, or the carrying beam on this side of the building is kind of just hanging low downstairs, and instead of supporting it where it used to be, one of the previous owners tucked boards underneath it, and they kept doing that the more it sagged. So what I want to do is I want to bring that carrying beam back to a place where it's supporting the building properly, and I can't get those shims out. So I'm up here and I'm kind of looking at the floor up here, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to cut a section of this floor out to get to that. And I asked Andrew if that would help him with what he's doing, and he said definitely it would. So that's what I'm gonna do. And right now we're gonna take all of this stuff off. This is the old doorway to the hall, from the hallway.
So what's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to get a look at what was going on here in daylight. And what we thought were shims is actually part of the wall and the floor structure. So this stuff actually has to be here. I'm gonna replace some of it because it is a little punky, but yeah, so I can replace this, fix the floor, and then jack that up.
But down here is, you can literally see the foundation and
Yeah.
how it's falling apart and falling out. And
Andrew's gonna start rebuilding this section right here today. Well, probably tear it down today and rebuild it.
all right, I'm in the basement, and this is the wall that is currently being worked on. You only have seen, you know, covered in the burlap and different covering materials here, but this is the wall that's being worked on, and that is directly above in the dining hall that we were showing you. The floorboards were pulled up, so I don't know how well you can see this or not, but this wall is bowing out big time. Let me come down here and see if we can. I guess it's hard to see, but yeah, this part here is really bowing out. And let me come down this side and I'll show you. This is what Andrew's been working on, the corner part here. And as you can see, let me come in here. You can see up into the dance hall. That's the dining hall. So this is all being worked on, but look at how just needs help. It's bowing out big time. But this is all going to be fixed, and it's going to be doing its proper job again and holding up this house, hopefully for another couple hundred years. In other news, I know people are out there wondering where Batty is at this point in time and how she is doing. So Micaiah said, let's take a look and see if she's still here, because he put her here. Do you remember? We found her on the other wall. She's still here.
See ya.
Oh yeah, there she is, guys. Hello, Batty. We won't disturb you, but there she is, guys. She's still here.